Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid, or else it could be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also know on this channel and all my channels, I like to dive deep within the reading. So I do look at everything, but we take more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play those karmic themes to help you understand why everything's playing out the way that it is. Now, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, gotta like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always on the first card that I pull out. It's the underlining energy that tells us why everyone's doing what they're doing. So we are going to jump right on in today. And we're going to take it down a little bit differently. So I'm not going to start off by looking at the blocks. We're going to look somewhere else. All right. Let's see. Self-righteousness. Self-righteousness. Feel like this was the energy that you were dealing with a while ago. I feel like you haven't talked to this person, or if you talk to this person, there's still like this undertone of like, again, who they think that they are. You know, that's the underlining energy. Like that you're still dealing with somebody that has a wall up. You're still dealing with somebody that like has a chip on their shoulder. But let's see what they really feel about you. Let's start there. Let's see like what they feel on a deeper level. When I look into your eyes, I see the universe and it activates me. I don't know if it really like activates, but I know that they feel butterflies in their stomach and they can feel their heart opening up and they feel alive. I feel like it makes them nervous though. I feel like they have a lot of anxiety around the connection. I want to hold you in my arms and feel our bodies unite as one. So there's a lot of sexual energy again where this person feels the chemistry and it makes them very nervous because I think that this person actually puts you on a pedestal. I think that even though you may say they didn't treat me like that way, I feel like that they wouldn't, but they really do like admire you. They really are attracted to you. I mean, this is on a deeper level. This is without the ego. We are one. Don't let fear get in the way of this truth. I feel like they let fear get in the way of this truth, but they know. And so again, they can feel that soulmate energy. But this person needs to heal their inner child first. You see, they need to heal their inner child first. That's what the problem is. So around this connection, they have a lot of anxiety, and unfortunately, if a person has a lot of trauma around the relationships, especially their very first relationship, well, which is their mom and their dad, their attachment style is going to be avoidant. They're going to have a hard time communicating. And that's like what I feel like this person needs energetic support, like they feel like you've disconnected from them. So the energetic support, remember, ESP is through the heart and mind. And so they're saying, please send me energetic support. Use the frequency of love to uplift me because I need your help. Like, I don't know whether or not you care about me anymore. I don't know whether or not, again, this person's self-esteem is not good. They need for you to show them, that love. They're not happy right now because karmic behaviors and people and situations are playing a role in what's happening with them, and it's hard for them to see a way out, you see. So if they were, married or in a relationship and they're trying to get out of that relationship, it's really difficult. I feel like there's tower moments going on across the board. Now, when a person has come from a family where they were taught wrong, so they have a lot of habits and behaviorisms that are sabotaging to them. As a person learns and heals, what's going to happen is you're going to see like people in their life just fall out of their life, that whatever was on the energetic vibration that at once supported this person, the once person heals, they outgrow it. Well, it leaves room and space for something new. But this person's afraid because it's like, where am I going? Because, you know, um, I feel like the people that are around this person are connected to that karmic. So I don't just believe that it's a karmic. I believe that the karmic has a big family and maybe brought the entire family in to try and make this person do right, stay. I feel like your person didn't want to stay in this connection for a long time, but the other people, it's not the karmic. The karmic manipulates people. So whether it's this person's mother or father, whether it's again people at work, if they own a business, it's again people that have some sort of authority that could actually you know, manipulate this person. So understand this person doesn't feel good where they are. However, there are messages and like synchrosigns and synchronicities, like this person knows that they should just leave their situation. Like I believe the karmic means learn. This person chooses to stay in a situation because they'll say, well, I'm being manipulated by the people in my environment, but really who's in charge of their own life? It means that this person's afraid to leave because they're afraid that they're going to lose something, that karmic has something over your person. It could be money, it could be again children, it could be a lot of different factors, which understand the karmic is there instead of like dangling the carrot, and understand every single person that this karmic ran to help them recruited to help them to keep your person stuck. Is that they're saying like this is the right thing. They're the ones that putting it on to this person. However, their higher self, the God part of self, the spirit part of self is screaming at them. It's like you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. This person like I feel like they can see, but they're afraid. The universe brought us together for a reason. I'm discovering what that reasons are. I feel like, again, they feel like you're part of their destiny. They can see, obviously, the people that are in this person's life and the situations that are happening in this person's life are all coming to an end, crumbling. So they're like, you came into my life for a reason. What is that reason? And again, they, I don't think that this person knows this answer, but the universe chimes in at this given time to say, you want to know why? Well, you incarnated together to clear specific patterns from your ancestral bloodline. That's again that soulmate twin flame connection that I was telling you about. Well, it's again, that's what the universe chimes in at this time. But your person's like is going through it right now. They're going through like a lot. I feel like when they leave whatever that situation is, they're going to be leaving with maybe just a shirt on their back. I'm feeling controlled by people around me and I don't like it. It's pushing me to find my power again. Literally, I told you. It's not just one person, though, it's a bunch of them. I'm trying to leave my comfort zone with this issue, but it's terrifying then because it's like, where am I going? I don't exactly know, like, whether you're going to greet me with open arms either. You may not, but they know that they can't stay in that situation any longer because it's like this person outgrew those people. It's like it's the fact that I believe that, that karmic either doesn't want them to leave or wants to take more than what they really are owed, but they feel as if your person owes it to them if they're going to leave. So if they owned a business, if they owned a house, if they owned whatever they owned with this karmic, the karmic is saying, I want more than half. I want more than half because it's like I created all this. I was here. You're not gonna leave and somebody else has the benefits of what I did here. And I brought my family in. This is the karmic. I brought my family in. If we did own a business together, well, have friends with all these people too. I'm gonna get, and everyone's gonna gang up on this person and where this was why a person's like, really, I don't have any rights anymore. And I like their money is being affected, everything's being affected. So they're like, well, what the hell? Well, like I wanted to stay here because of the facade, but I'm miserable. They know that they can recreate a life somewhere else. If anything, this person that like again, I feel like did play a big role and if the person owned a business or they owned the house or they owned whatever, they owned most. They are the person that, acquired everything. The karmic is just trying to control every this person, where it's like they gave this person too much power. So it's like, oh, I can't leave, but they could leave. And now they're being pushed to leave. And that's what I see. You see that they were like, tried to forget about you. Their ego was in their way because which is, I can't walk away from my stuff. I can't walk away from this life. I can't walk away from that to be with you. I'm going to try and make this work. And then what they saw is they can't make it work and they can't get over you because there's still a connection. Why do I have such a strong connection to you? Why do you make me feel the way that you do? Who are you? Well, again, the universe chimes in. He brought you together to help you clear specific patterns. And part of those patterns is obviously you were in codependent connection with somebody that had too much power over you. Because look at the mess that you're in right now. How did you get into that mess? So again, this person was wounded, but they want to do the work in order to get out of their situation. Um, they see like who you are and they see who you are and what you've been doing in your life to create the change and they're proud of you of like what you're doing on your own. They're seeing it and they're like, I want to be a part of that. So again, that's this person, like again, very twin flamey energy, like I said. It's almost like this person leaves their situation. They're like, I don't have a life, I'm not doing anything. Whatever you're doing, well, it's working for you and like you're being noticed, you're getting attention. Like it's like this person on all accounts likes it because it's like, first of all, it's like you're showing that you have power. This person wants power. They like that. So that's number one. Number two, it's also like you're busy. You're not even thinking of this person. There's the sense of which makes them actually want to be in your life. Again, it's good that they're nervous. It's good that they have to look at their energy and see how they work. It's good that you're vibing at a high vibration. This person wants to come in. They want to protect you. They want to be a part of what you're doing. But sometimes they feel like they don't deserve your love and they're worried that you'll leave them when you really see who they are. And that's the real reason why they did what they did. It's like because now let's see what they did because I didn't want to go through the backwards like how we normally do it because the story has been like very similar. So I've been trying to like mix it up. And so, which I like because this made sense to me. Um, but we have to still look and see what did this person do? Why did they feel like they're not good enough? Like what did they do to you? This card doesn't belong in here. Let's see. Disturbed. I feel like this person just kept the emotional abuse, and you just felt like I was like just I was hurt enough. I came into this connection from a bad connection where emotionally I didn't get what I needed, and all this person did was like emotionally manipulate me. um, like where they kept me out of their life. It's like they wanted me to be a part of their life, but it felt like they were dominating you and not dominating you in a way that was like even controlling, hey, be a part of my life. It was more like dominating you and controlling you, keeping you out, telling you what to do, how to do it, when like, and it was through like the games that they would play. It's not all the time. It was done with words, and then you just felt like whatever expectation that you had of this person, like they didn't follow through. I feel like, again, very twin flamey energy. So you could feel the connection, but you didn't like understand why, if there was such an emotional connection, isn't this person like giving you anything emotionally, showing you anything emotionally? It was very confusing. And like I said, and you did not see this person for who they were over time. That's pretty much what it was. And you just felt like for that they were still connected to somebody, and that this person then would treat you like a child, like because you would tell them, hey, like this is what I need, and they would lash out at you or withdraw from you, which again was very abusive in order to keep the lie. And I feel like the lie was they didn't know what they were doing in that previous situation. All you know is that they are someone that needs the constant attention, the constant attention. And so, you got irritated and jealous over time because you're like, which is what this person wanted to do, to keep you subservient because they didn't know what they were doing with their situation. I feel like this person doesn't have any control over what's happening in their situation. It's like that's whatever their situation was, it's coming to an end. And it's coming to an end. Although we're gonna see why is it coming to an end. I feel like this person, like for a long time they were in limbo about it. It's not like they haven't thought about it. They meditated on it for a very long time. They weren't happy about it for a long time. They just didn't have the courage to do anything for a long time. Um, And let's see, like why all of a sudden, I feel like this person learned like certain things about what was going on with like the person that they were connected to the past time. So like again, that they learned. So for a long time, the karmic held on to this person because of the history that they had, but they learned what they were doing in their pastime, and then they started to look, and they started to look for evidence, and that's through text messages and through other things. And I feel like what they saw is that your person was talking to a lot of different people. Again, so the fairy tale was over, and it's again, this person feels that way with you. It's yes, what they realize is that they took a risk, and they also know coming back to you is a risk. But that's not what scares this person. This person really feels that they're connected to you. It's more or less like, they're afraid of what you may say. They're not afraid of taking risks. So I feel like I said, the karmic thought that also your person has no problem like taking risks where like they were like with this person but didn't really want to be with them, and just talking to a lot of other people and gambling around with their heart, just a lot of reckless behavior, which is somebody that didn't want to grow up, that didn't want to really settle down, that wanted to, come in and out and play games, but still wanted that karmic there. So the karmic, I think, it was like, you know what, I don't care about how much time, whatever, like again, fairy tale I'm perceiving that this isn't it, you know, and I feel like the karmic was somebody that was a soulmate. So again, at one time they did have a strong connection. So, and they invested a lot of time and effort and energy, which is why this karmic is like, oh, you're not just gonna leave, where you're gonna like take everything with you that I worked for all this. I'm gonna put like problems in, and I'm gonna recruit everybody that I can. I'm gonna do everything that I can to make it really difficult for you. And your person's like, I feel controlled. I can't deal with it. I feel like couldn't deal with it for to the point that they were like drinking a lot, that they were like suppressing through alcohol, okay? That they were, and now they're just like, don't want it. They just feel like, again, very defensive and feel as if like this karmic has like a stronghold on them and they're like they don't want it. They don't want it. They don't like that. So I feel like it's just the breakup of that karmic. It's a loss. It's done. It's over. There's a loss, and it's because that karmic took it to the extreme. They didn't just end it but what they did was whatever this person built in their life, they destroyed. So, and or through the divorce, they're like, I'm taking that, I'm taking that, I'm taking that, I'm taking that, I'm taking. So they're taking everything. And so whatever wealth this person had. So they're leaving now, and they can only leave with pretty much the shirt on their back, which is what they were trying to avoid, which is why they wasted a lot of time, but they played games. They played games. I don't think that this person thought that it was going to take so long. I think that it's again, and it's wasn't just the karmic, it was the fact that there was everybody was ganging up on this person, making it very difficult for them to like have their own life, their freedom. And now they're seeing like, wow, they're seeing your abundance. Hey, you're out in the world making something happen and people like you. And this person feels like no one likes them because, again, they're being controlled by the people around them, and the people around them are not happy, which is why they're controlling them. So, they like the energy that you're in, So we see why did you attract this person into your life? First off, let's see why. We're going to pick six. I don't know what they are. We'll pull them over after. One, two, three, four, five, and one more makes six. All right, let's see what they are. This is rage. This is truth. This is abandonment. This is misunderstood. This is shame. And this is space, right? Six. Well, I feel like you grew up with a parent that was very angry all the time. Anxiety can sometimes look like rage, but I feel like, again, this was a parent that just was wounded themselves. They needed healing. And their default was always to just be angry. They were just always angry. And I feel like you were terrified of them. So you didn't really speak your truth. And you didn't speak your truth because I feel like you were afraid to do that. You were afraid because on an emotional level, this person that was always angry and full of rage, well, again, they didn't make you feel safe enough to really be transparent to them. Again, you didn't want to be that way. I also feel as if when you grow up in an environment where you watch a parent, always be angry and then they treat you angry, like always angry with you, well, then you wind up like taking on that type of personality as well. Like your default emotion becomes angry. The way you begin to treat yourself was with anger, which is abandonment of self. And it actually brings a lot of shame. But I believe that because you grew up with a parent that was always angry and just emotionally wasn't there because they were caught up in their own feelings and emotions, like you were a loner, and part of this was made you very misunderstood. But you are someone that does speak your truth. But when you grow up with a parent that's extremely angry and full of rage, Well, speaking your truth isn't exactly the best thing all the time because you were shamed for it. Now, again, so it was almost like you said what you needed to say. You tried to like lay certain boundaries. Tried to explain to this parent, but the parent, only wanted to see things their way, kind of like how this person was, this twin flame was, someone that was really angry, someone that wanted to twist around everything, someone that, um, you know, just wanted to dominate, to control, because angry people hurt people hurt people. So it almost makes the angry person feel happy when they make you angry. And that's what it felt like. So Spirit says, because of that, not feeling safe with that parent, not being able to be like childlike, you have to again reparent yourself. And you reparent yourself by again, you see this space, it's like this is time. This is again like where you should put your time in actuality. It's not with a person that wasn't here, didn't show up for you. This person abandoned you. It's again because you spoke your truth. They took the gamble, but then they were going to sit there and pretend that they misunderstood. So of course they were going to make you angry and then get caught up in your reaction, which is abusive, and then shame you for it. And so Spirit says, no, well, this is about you taking that time and energy and space to create yourself, understand if you're connected to this person, doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be with this person. This person was supposed to be a twin flame if they would have stepped it up. But I feel like they didn't step it up. It's like, yeah, they're sorry now. Yeah, they want things different now, but they nevertheless didn't give you what you needed. So we asked the universe, well, what do we do with this energy? There they are. Because again, what was the point? What are you supposed to do? Because just because this person is like, well, my previous connection, it's over now, so I'm ready to come back. It's understand it's like, well, Spirit says, use your voice again to like to express to this person, how you felt again, what happened, what you would want from this connection, if anything at all, this connection, like it's to really for you to say, understand, Spirit says be vulnerable, being open to hearing your faults is true strength. Embrace authenticity. It's almost like that Spirit saying you need to be vulnerable, not just for this person, what this person tells you, what you tell this person, but it's also um, like what they tell you about you. That again, be open, be vulnerable. And this is warrior of light. Use your passion to fight for what you believe in. So again, if you really love this person, then like you fight for what you believe in, and that's this person, and that's if you want to be with this person. To look beyond the illusions, because like this person, what they did was an act of fear. They were controlled by other people. They were not happy in a connection. They contemplated on getting out of that connection for many, many years, way before you came into the picture. I feel like this person said that the connection was over. I feel like, again, that they weren't 100% honest, even if it was by omission, meaning I'm just not going to share everything. They felt like they weren't going to tell you everything because you would have walked away. And so Spirit's saying you have to look beyond the illusion. And the illusion is actually like what your ego will tell you. And Spirit's saying it's like it's more or less it's again, yes, speak your truth, but be vulnerable And that's something that's extremely hard to do with somebody that you feel like, well, gave time and energy to somebody else, that they didn't tell you what they were going through, that they deliberately didn't. And Spirit says it's still about releasing the limiting beliefs that no longer serve you to free yourself. And that's for this person too, like where if all that matters is unconditional love, it's unconditional love, regardless of the fact of this person wasn't 100% honest. They were embarrassed, is what Spirit's saying. And so, I mean, it's up to you. You always have free will. But for those of you that want to get back together with this person, it's to look at it through like the illusion of your ego and to, use your voice, but understand that it's like vulnerability is means that you have to also be treated with compassion, and you also have to be compassion. And this is again helping you move into the higher levels of consciousness, which is all about unconditional love. It's like to really help you alchemize, your energies. And when I say twin flame energy, that's totally what this connection is. If you take this person back again, you have free will in this story. Do you take this person back? Well, look, I mean, in this story, like you said, and when it's collective, but for those of you that want to take this person back, and what's the spiritual purpose is to alchemize. So let's see. Do you want to be with this person? Let's see, let's see. I feel like not right now because you're like it's like karmic energy, unstable, rocky connection. Like you're gonna let's say unless it's a like even though like there's a soul's connection, this person like would need to show you that it's not a rocky connection. Like right now, it's a rocky connection, but would they? Well, it's again, I feel like that for in this story, in actuality, like I don't think that the person's taken the back only because it's like I told ghosted, like they were because it ghosted, and again that it was like the harsh truth is that they ghosted and whatever was going on in your life, I feel like they just weren't really there. There's a sense that your intuition, you're the high priestess, so you knew, and that you feel like they need their inner child healing. That's what you feel. So it's again, this person is thinking that they're going to be able to come back. And again, for those of you that will take them back, because again, this is a collective reading, the spirit says it's again, you're going to have to use your voice. You're going to have to, again, be vulnerable. And part of that is forgiveness. So again, this really is a twin flame connection because you would have to, again, step into all these higher levels of consciousness, which you would not want to do, especially because of how they treated you. In this story, there's a sense of, again, the person's like, I don't want to be with my twin flame because it would require you to forgive them and can be compassionate and work through it to deal with this person differently because they're actually coming in differently. But you're like, there's a sense that you'd be like, well, you're going to have to prove it to me because you're like you had so much wounding and how you treated me prior, like that there's a sense of again you making healthy choice, and the healthy choice is not them. It's like you're choosing yourself, self-love. And so in this story, again, so don't say I'm taking the person back. Well, again, in this story, the person does not take them back, even though it's their twin flame, because it's like they ghosted. They played games. They should have said something. They should have fixed it. They should have communicated. This person didn't know what they wanted until what wound up happening is that Karmic had enough or took it to the extreme that it all fell apart, where I don't know whether the karmic meant to take it to the extreme, but they got so mad that they recruited everybody in this person's family and their work and whatever to help them. And now it's like their life is a mess. Like your person's life is a mess. And so they were like, I might as well walk away because there's nothing left. The karmic didn't mean to take it to that extreme. But now that it is coming to that extreme, she's like, well, or she or he is like, well, screw it. It doesn't matter now. It's like, because the relationship is done. But what this person doesn't realize is that you're done because they didn't tell you. It's not what they did, it's how they chose to do it. And that this connection is again, nevertheless, to help you still alchemize, even if you're not with this person, you still to alchemize because you would still be speaking your voice, using your voice, speaking your truth. You can still be compassionate and not take this person back and still bust the chains of your limiting beliefs of, hey, this is what I have to deal with. This is what I deserve. This isn't what you deserve. You would be like being merciful, like having this person come back into your life and giving them another chance. But that's the whole twin flame connection. It's more about alchemy. The person doesn't really deserve forgiveness. However, spirit says everyone deserves forgiveness, but you understand what I mean. It's like you're looking at them and you'd be like, I don't know, after you treated me the way that you treated me, especially if you ghosted me and you didn't tell me, well, spirit's saying, it's again, if it's real twin flame, you're gonna let them back. That's the way that it works. It's like because there is unconditional love and you're learning what unconditional love is. And part of unconditional love is that no one holds a score. No one's counting. Once you forgive, you really truly forgive and let go and move forward. It's like, and if you can't, then not. I feel like I said, there's a part of you that's like, no, I'm actually like gonna put the energy into myself. And when I look down, it's like, no, because you're on a glow up too on top of it. So this person wants to come back into your life because they're seeing what's going on in your life. And you're like, no, I don't trust you. You're coming back into my life. You ghosted me. It's like you didn't give me the time. You didn't give me the energy. So it's again, no, that like I self-improve myself. You need to heal your inner child healing you because you abandoned me. You didn't need to abandon me. It's again, for part of you didn't know what you were doing. So it goes back to that. But this person's gonna be sorry. For those of you that are like, I'm not taking you back. Again, faithfulness. Let's see, like spirit's like, nope. It's like faithfulness. And it's like that's what it was about for you. You're like, no, because you commit to your mind, your heart, and your will, that you're devoted to the needs of your soul and you trust in yourself, in God and the universe. And what you see, I feel like, again, or the person in this story sees, you were just a lesson for me. It's like, yeah, I understand that that person had control and brought in their whole family. You didn't have control, but you're going to tell me you didn't have 2 minutes. You couldn't have texted me. This person was prideful. They didn't know what they wanted. What happened is the karmic did what they did. They were contemplating a lot. They were thinking about it a lot, but I feel like the karmic like destroyed this person's life, and then this person was like, "Fine, I'm going to divorce you." The karmic didn't really think that the person they were going to get a divorce. They didn't even know that they were going to push it to that extreme. They just were so angry they pushed it to that extreme, and so it's like the karmic and your person both are suffering. And because it's like, well, their relationship can never go back to the way that it was. That every single person that was connected to them is so aggravated with them, and then on top of it, it's like they wasted the karmic, like wasted a lot of money, the like wasted a lot of other things. There's nothing left. Everything got destroyed, you know, so everything that was built. So, when people take it to the extreme, things can't go back. But in the fact that this person held on and procrastinated and contemplated about it a lot and ghosted you, didn't tell you anything, well, now you don't want them either because you're like, you weren't faithful to me. You were doing whatever it was in your best interest. That's the way that you saw it because you're like, and now, of course, that I'm in my glow up energy, you want to come back. Of course you do because I'm a great catch and I was a good catch. Well, they always saw that you were a good catch, but it's like now they're like really wanting to be in your life. And that's Spirit saying is their karma at the end of the day. They were supposed to be the twin flame. They were supposed to. It's like this person's coming in too late. It's like they're gonna talk a good talk. I do believe that. But what you know is that the karmic destroyed them. So they're like, what life do they have? They're not walking away from it's like, well, now I don't, but I like what's going on in your life. So now I see your worth, even though I always saw what it was. I just wasn't like I wasn't 100% sure of what to do. And that's why I feel like you're like, no, if you didn't choose me, you don't get to come into my life now. So again, you'll have to let me know which one of you do you take this person back? Because again, they're that twin flame, or do you say no, it's a no-go, even though you didn't have any control over what was going on in your environment. The only thing that you did do wrong was you didn't let me know what was going on, even though you were probably embarrassed over what was going on. You should have been more compassionate towards my feelings. You shouldn't have just thought about yourself. That's what this person thought. You'll have to let me know. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.